G'day mate, my name's Dave.
And I'm Brad.
And this is Josh. And this is Traveling Bros Cigar Review.
Wow.
Today,
We haven't heard that in a long time.
we haven't heard that in a while. So, well, you know, these guys have. They've been watching our videos while we've been gone.
And complaining that we have not put any out.
Yeah. But we'll give you an update on what's been happening with us later. Right now, we're lighting up some of these beautiful Esteban Carreras cigars. And that's why we've got Josh here. So Josh, tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
All right. So I'm Josh Meter. I'm the sales rep for Esteban Carreras Cigars. And I sell Esteban Carreras cigars and I smoke them a lot because they're great cigars.
And smoke a lot. And they are great cigars. And Josh has been taking us through the range. And we'll be bringing these into the Traveling Bros Cigar Lounge in Brunswick very shortly after our conversation today, right, Brett?
Absolutely. And it was a natural fit because Josh, being the bearded, burly man himself,
There we go.
fits in with this bearded, burly stud. And
this studly but not quite so bearded man.
he makes up with it for the gray hair. However, we are here today because we have a treat in getting to spend some time with our Carrera rep, Esteban Carrera rep. And we wanted to ask you, I've smoked a Chupacabra. I liked it. It's one of the cigars in your line. But tell us about the brand. I don't know anything about it. Tell the YouTube world.
So Esteban Carreras started, honestly, I don't know the exact timeline, but somewhere in 17, 18 years ago, Craig Cunningham started the business. He actually had a retail store in Dana Point in California. And he did a wine store and started selling cigars. And after he did that for a while, said, "Hey, I think I could do my own brand," and started having cigars made for him and expanded. And now we're here, 17, 18 years later across the country. We have our own factory in Nicaragua now. We make all of this stuff ourselves. We have a master blender named Gonzalo Puentes, who's been around in the industry forever. I think he's got something like 3 doctorate degrees from the University of Havana in Cuba.
Right.
So,
So wait a minute, you can get a degree in cigars?
yeah, tobacco, agriculture. Yeah, absolutely.
Why does that sound so foreign to me? Dave, you got a degree yourself, right?
In smoking cigars.
Yeah.
Because I smoke enough of them, right? But tell me, so how many, what's the range? How many different cigars do you have in your line? Doesn't matter if it's exact.
Somewhere around
You're
20.
getting your questions without any sort of forewarning here.
It's somewhere around 20. Plus, we do a lot of private labels for people. We make cigars for many different people in our factory. So,
As usual, Traveling Brothers Cigars is bringing it to you raw and cut. Very cut.
that's
Uncut. The only thing that's cut about our videos is the cigars, right?
And the high machine, but we'll go to that
time
later.
machine. Yeah. So, all right. So, what would be? So, you've got a new cigar out, the Devil's Hand,
Taken from the devil's hand.
taken from the Devil's Hand. Do you want to tell us a bit about how that got its name?
I can kind of show you. It's just like that. No.
There we
That was
go.
a bad joke.
It was a
That was
bad
pretty
joke.
bad.
That was a bad joke.
That only works for the motorcycle channel.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cut that one in later.
So yeah, like I said, it actually goes back to Gonzalo, our master blender. He was high up in the Ministry of Tobacco in the early 90s, and they gave him a project to improve the Corojo seeds. So they used positive selection, where you take 100 plants, you get rid of most of them, you keep the best 5 plants. And these are just easy numbers. I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah,
but,
no, that's good.
Then they take those seeds from those best 5, you plant them again, and you basically repeat that process like the best of the best seeds. But instead of giving the best seeds back to Cuba and Castro, aka the devil, they sewed them into their shirt sleeves, rolled them into cigars, and smuggled them out of Cuba and took them to Nicaragua. So that's where that taken from the devil's hands refers to the Corojo seeds that they smuggled out of Cuba and took to Nicaragua.
And you gave me one of those when we talked last time. Brilliant cigar. We're going to have to do a review on that. I don't think you've had it yet,
I
right?
have not had it.
Yeah, so we'll do a blind review with Brad on the Devil's Hand when we get some into the store. And but right now, what am I smoking? I'm smoking the Brownstone, right?
Mr. Brownstone.
Mr. Brownstone, nice cigar. Now you gave me one earlier on. It was the Chupacabra 10th anniversary.
Yes.
Brilliant cigar. It's already gone, so I can't show you.
What was the flavor note that you got out of it?
You know, I got like dessert flavors, like when you
What
get,
was the particular dessert you said you
when
got?
you get that nice strawberry topping, you drizzle it over chocolate. That's what I got. But you got nuts, which is I think that's always in your mouth, right?
Yeah, it was just natural.
That's fair.
I got an almond cake, a very nutty cake type. It was a lot of nuts
So we'll do a full review on that one too.
without the nuts.
So many nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
So what else can you tell us about Esteban Carreras? You look after you're the rep for what area, Josh?
So I cover all of Virginia, Maryland, D.C., Delaware, all of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York,
That's a lot of driving.
and someone in West Virginia as well.
Right. So if you're local
Kind of
brick
all
and
over the
mortar,
place.
right. So if you're local brick and mortar in any of those areas, they know Josh. So and if they don't have Esteban Carreras in there, give them a yell and tell them to get hold of Josh and bring some
Absolutely.
Esteban Carreras in.
There's also another way. If you don't have a tobacco shop near you, and you'd love to try this brand of cigars, go to travelingbowcigars.com,
Uh-huh.
and they will be available on the site in 2 weeks.
Mm.
So if you're watching the video, we're pre-Veterans Day. Post-Veterans Day, we'll be up and running on the site with these beautiful cigars. And
Yeah.
a beautiful new brand
There you go.
here in Brunswick, Maryland.
Brunswick, Maryland.
Awesome.
Anything else to add, Josh, before we sign off?
Just smoke more Esteban Carreras cigars.
That's a good thing to say.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thanks for coming
We
in with
appreciate
us.
it, Josh.
Well, that's all from me.
And that's all for me.
Me too. Talk to you soon, hopefully.
We'll catch you later.